guys, it's Alexandria Pike. I look like a mess right now, because I didn't sleep at all last night again, and I barely slept at all this week. And in today's video, I'm gonna be reading another scary story. This one's the story of the day. This one's called Scratching One, and there are parts to it, but I have to read today because they're in this story. So I'll be start reading. Oh God, no. Okay, I'll be reading Scratching One in this video, and then the next video Scratching Two. I don't know if there's any other parts, so let's get started. Scratching One. When I was 12 years old, my parents finally decided to split me and my youngest brother up and give us our own rooms. I was a couple of years older than Alex, so I got the bigger space, while he stayed in the box room. My dad wasn't too happy about having to move all of his junk down into the garage, but times changed and I needed a room for myself. When I was younger, I used to share a room all the time with my adopted sister. And one night, I don't even know how I remember all of this. I was only like 5. There was this penny on this bookshelf, and I was playing with it, and all of a sudden, it fell out of my hand and fell in my mouth, and I just started choking on it. So I got out of bed coughing and doing this, and it came back out. And like a couple of days later, or a couple of weeks, I got moved into that house, into the spare room. And there would be this closet where there would be like thin wood on the bottom, so if you step on it, you could actually break it and fall right through. If you were heavy. But I was a skinny child. But I would always think there are monsters in my closet. So I would be terrified of closets, which technically I still am. I don't know why. But yeah. So let's continue. The 4 of us lived in a bungalow on a quiet suburban street. I was the reclusive area. Me and Alex would get bored sometimes, as there wasn't much to do. But for the most part, we all needed was each other, being 2 young boys with no one else to play with in such a huge neighborhood. We were as kids as 2 brothers could be. One day after school, we arrived home to find that all of my belongings had been moved into the room next to Alex's. I didn't expect to feel sad about it. About the time. But deep down, I knew that sharing a room gave us a stronger bond after the realization that we could no longer talk to each other at night. I had We had to come up with a plan. I devised a childish kind of Morse code, a series of taps and scratches that we'd relay to each other on the wall. Behind our beds, I knew that this way he could and get caught talking in the hallway or becoming bored after the night. After about 3 months, we had become experts at our secret talking and had managed to learn just over 100 words. In other few moments of doing this, there was one night in particular that stood out amongst the rest. In the early hours of the morning, so I'm guessing around midnight, I was awoken by the familiar taps and scratches. That this was confusing because Alex had never woken me up. Hold on. My back is killing me. I get it. Yes, there's a teddy bear foot. Okay, where was I? This was confusing because Alex had never woken me up like this before. I sat up and listened intently to the words. Etched, I don't know how to say that word, it's E-T-C-H-E-D, into the wall. It was vicious. I don't know how to say that word. It did sound like Alex, and some of it I couldn't even understand. At that moment, I noticed Alex stood in my doorway. What are you doing, Jack? I stared at Alex in horror as the Morse code upon the wall continued. Slowly realizing what was happening, he began to tiptoe towards his bedroom door, peering into the dark room. He could see that his window had been opened. Somebody was in there. I would literally be scared of sleeping by a window because I would think that creepy clowns would come in and murder me when I was a kid. I don't even know who put that in my head, but we were on the second floor. Unless they had superpowers. That would be even terrifying. Where was I? Somebody was in there. Alex slowly backtracked, making his way into my room and closing the door. We didn't speak, we just listened. The taps and scratches continued, getting louder and more ferocious with every second, becoming violently intense until the persistent scratching built up into a loud bang. We couldn't take it any longer. We screamed as loud as possible, and our parents came rushing in. In a fit of panic, we tried our best to explain to them what had happened. I feel nauseous again. Good. Okay. Mom sat and comforted us in my room while Dad went and checked Alex's room. Seeing the open window, he sprinted into the garden to investigate. I think I'm getting sick. Hopefully I'm not getting that cold. Only to find that there was nothing there. After that, our parents tried their best to convince us that it was just our imaginations. But we know what we heard. After we had finally calmed down, we were put back to bed and all of the windows were locked. An hour or so later, I heard more tapping at the wall. Jack? I'm awake, Alex. Me too. I can't. Me neither. There was definitely something wrong there. Something wrong. I know. Jack, he's here. He's looking at me. What? Don't joke around. It's not funny. Jack, he's staring at me through the window right now. I've got to move. The tapping ceased. I don't know what that means. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm getting a cold because my nose is stuffy and I can't even breathe when I'm laying down. And Alex came stumbling into my room with a look of unconsciousness in his eyes. I shut the bedroom door and we sat on the bed shivering. We knew that there was no point in shouting our parents as they wouldn't believe us. There would be no evidence of anybody being outside and we would most likely end up in trouble. Then we heard footsteps. They were accompanied by scratching. Ow! That hurt. Oh crap. I left a scratch mark on the wall. That seemed to be leading from the outside of Alex's room and inching towards my room. The heavy stepping stopped in a shadow. And the shadow blocked the moonlight behind the curtains. The window began to move a little, as if it was being unlocked. We held our breath as it shook. We never locked our windows when we were kids. And creaked, but luckily it stayed closed. The figure leaned up against my window, almost completely shrouded, I don't know what that means, by the windows, and stared into my room for what felt like an eternity. After a while, the shadow disappeared, and it never came back. I asked Alex the next morning what the man by the window looked like. He told me he couldn't remember, but it wasn't a man. After the incident, we both seemed to block it from out of our memory. We got back to our normal lives and completely forgot about it. Alex got the worst of it, but he was doing fine, and that was the main thing. It wasn't until 3 years later that I realized it was never really over. That's the end of... Ow. I fell asleep and woke about 10, and then I fell asleep, woke about 12, and then I fell asleep and woke about 2 p.m. And then this part of my hand started really killing me. Well, that's the end of today's video. If you like content like this, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and smash the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, do the same thing. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. I think I have 45 right now. I have to check. Hold on. Okay. My channel? Shut up, stomach. Okay. Yeah, I have 45. And yes, I was in a seizure just now. So if you're new to this channel, do the same. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!